to show you a simple craft, how to make some signs for your building and construction area, or to go along with any building and construction toys like blocks, vehicles, or Legos that you have at home. There's a couple different ways to do this. And the materials that you might need for these activities are these three different ways. First of all, you can do this with just paper. And you'll need the paper to be cut into medium-sized pieces or long strips. Whatever size sign you would like to make, that's how big you will cut your paper. You can also do this activity or make this craft with cardboard. And this is a piece of cardboard I cut off of a box that I got in the mail. And last but not least, you can do this activity with cans, and I've taken the label off of this one, or bottles, recycled materials. All right, so the first way that we might make signs for our construction toys is by just using paper. So I'm going to show you how to do this with some long rectangles or strips of paper that I've cut. In order to make a sign stand up, we're going to need to fold the paper. We're going to fold the paper not quite in half. Today we're going to fold the paper like this. We're going to leave a little bit of room at the bottom. So you'll take one end, fold it over, leaving some space at the bottom, and then make your crease. Next, you'll fold the piece that was left over back this way so that your paper can stand up like this. It will look like a triangle when you're finished. You might want to tape the pieces of paper together here. So you will need a little bit of tape for this project too as you add details. You might want to tape the paper together so it stands up really well. Once your paper is taped together like a triangle and standing up on its own, you can then glue or tape signs onto your paper, or you can draw directly onto them. You also might want to draw on them before taping them together. I'll show you what mine looks like. So here, because I used red paper, it was the perfect shade to make a stop sign, and I can add that then to my construction area so that the vehicles will know when to stop. There won't be any crashes. Again, you'll fold the paper, leaving a little bit of space at the end. Then you'll fold that little extra space over. Open it up to make a triangle. It's kind of a skinny triangle. Tape it together so that it doesn't fall over. And once it's taped and standing up on its own, again, you might draw on the front, or you might tape on a separate sign that you make. You can use different colors of paper that way, like this. There's a one-way sign. So now we have a stop sign and a one-way sign for any construction play. If we're building a city, cities definitely need signs to keep them safe and tell everyone where to go. So that's the first way to make some signs for your construction area. The second way is by using cardboard. This way is really easy, but it does require that you have a piece of cardboard, and you can often find these on any packages that you might get in the mail. So to make a sign like this, all you'll do is fold your cardboard in half. And that's a little tricky. You might need a grown-up's help for this part, just to make sure that it's actually in half, not crooked. So you'll fold your cardboard in half, and then you might fold it back the other direction again, just to make the crease a little bit more permanent. Might might fold it back and forth a couple times. And really press the crease as hard as you can. Now because cardboard is sturdier than paper, it will actually stand up like that triangle on its own without having to tape the bottom. So by just folding your cardboard in half, you can already make a sign. You can tape a sign onto the front, again like this. And the cardboard will help it stand up. Or you can draw directly onto the cardboard any messages that you would like to add to your city. So maybe I'll add a sign with an arrow telling people to go straight. And that sign will sit up on the sides of any roads that you build. The third way to make a sign for your construction, neighborhood, or city is by using cans or bottles. Cans and bottles stand up on their own, so you don't need to do anything else to these except for add a sign onto the front of them. You can again use long strips of paper and tape them around the cans like this, or bottles like this. If you want to use long strips, you can do it that way. I think I'll tape this one to my can. I'm going to pull off a little piece of tape, wrap the paper around. This looks like a big cylinder construction sign to me. So I think I will add the words work zone to the outside. And again, you can write or draw on the labels before you add them to the cans too. And then your can will sit up straight and tall at your construction site that you build. Last way, you might use that bottle again, and instead of wrapping a long piece of paper around, you could just tape your sign to the front, covering up any other labels that you don't want people to see. Add a little piece of tape to the top, a little piece of tape to the bottom, and your sign is ready to be added to your construction area. So those were 3 ways to make some signs to go along with your construction toys. Remember that you might use recycled materials like cans or bottles and add signs to the front using paper. You might make a cardboard sign by folding a piece of cardboard in half. And because cardboard is super sturdy, it generally stands up on its own. Or you can fold paper and tape it like a triangle to make signs simply out of paper. And again, you can draw on the front directly onto the paper, or you can tape other signs onto your folded piece of paper to support them. Those were 3 ways to make signs for your construction area. This can help you direct traffic around any cities that you build. It can help any block people that you have in your city know where to go. You can also label any stores, buildings, schools, or other places that you add to your city too. If you make this craft and you would like to tell me how it goes, I would love to see it. You can post a picture to Seesaw, you can send me an email, or you can even text me a picture. I'd love to add it into our weekly email to show off your great work. All right, I hope you enjoyed this activity, and I will see you for our next one. Bye, Rocky.